Keeping money is far more difficult than making it. In reality, your success is entirely dependent on how you handle your money. And it's not that difficult since proper money management is a skill that everyone, even the timidest, can learn. It all comes down to developing good money saving habits that will hopefully result in a nice stash of savings in your bank over time. However, to get there, you must first understand the most common money errors and how to prevent them in order to avoid falling at the first step. Before moving forward, if you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Getting back to the video, let's start with the number one mistake you should avoid. Number 1. Spending more than you make. When you have money in your pocket, it might be tempting to spend it. In fact, it is natural to be enticed by many things, but the problem is that you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck if your salary is insufficient to support these expenses. This problem is similar to lifestyle inflation, in which an increase in earnings causes an increase in living expenses. An increase in wages should not necessitate an increase in your cost of living, but the majority of individuals believe that they should reward themselves after they get paid. Instead, this income stream should be used to extend your wealth through investments and asset acquisition. So be smart. Make a budget and keep track of your spending to avoid spending more than you earn. Number 2. Actively indulging in never-ending payments. We often pay periodically for many unnecessary things. If money is tight, or you just wish to save more, adopting a more frugal way of living may go a long way toward fattening your savings and protecting you from the effects of financial hardship. It is good practice to review your bank on a regular basis and make a note of any recurring payments, such as those for a streaming service or a gym subscription. You may also download personal financial apps that are specifically designed for this purpose. Think carefully about whether or not you make sufficient use of each service for the expenditure to be justified. Even though a single payment could only be $10 or $20, the total amount paid over the course of a year might easily reach several $100s. Number 3. Living without a financial goal. When we are overextended with work and other responsibilities, we frequently find that we do not want to take the time to sit down and plan out our financial future. But it's difficult to take your finances seriously when you don't have a clear idea of what you want to accomplish financially. Then you won't direct your finances to a certain path, and the result will be the wastage of your hard-earned money on unnecessary things. So, if you are unsure of whatever stage you are currently in, you are more likely to act rashly and make choices that move you further away from becoming financially independent. As a result, having a financial goal to which you can direct all of your thoughts and money is extremely important. Number 4. Relying on a single source of income. The majority of people spend their whole lives with a single source of income, in which they receive money in the form of a paycheck. Unfortunately, jobs aren't as secure as people believe. Indeed, over 21 million workers were laid off by U.S. businesses in 2018, implying that if your employment was your main source of income, your cash inflow abruptly ceased. Therefore, it is of much importance to have multiple sources of income. Financial independence requires financial advisors to have at least 5 sources of income. It will also help you to stay online even if you lose your primary job. That's why you should continually create and discover new ways to make your money work for you. Number 5. Overusing credit cards. Credit card debt is one of the most common ways for people to lose money. A credit card might help you develop your credit history, but a large credit limit can encourage you to live above your means. Piling credit card debt on top of other debts generates a great deal of financial hardship. Responsible credit card use can have several benefits, but you should avoid getting in over your head. If you already have large credit card bills, it's not too late to recover. To pay off that debt, consider taking out a personal loan or a credit card with a low balance transfer interest rate. Then, to increase your credit score, locate a card with a decent rewards program and a moderate interest rate to use for ordinary purchases while paying it off every month. If you have bad credit and find it hard to get a loan, You can use Bad Credit Loans. It is a free service that can connect you with a lender that will present their loan offer to you, with no obligation of having to accept the offer. In addition to traditional loans, some lenders in their network may offer line of credit. By using their service, your request will be sent to their large network of lenders and financial service providers using their proprietary technology. The link is below in the description. Number 6. Retirement savings. It may appear like retirement is still quite a ways off, but life has a tendency to surprise you with unexpected events, such as the need to pay off some unexpected loans, buy a car or a house, or raise a young family. This is the main reason why most people don't start thinking about retirement until they are well into their 40s. However, the earlier in life you start putting money aside for retirement, the simpler it will be for you to reach the retirement objectives you set for yourself. For instance, you have the option of beginning your retirement journey earlier at the age of 30 and contributing 3% of your income, or you could begin it later at the age of 50 and be required to contribute 20% of your income in order to accumulate the same amount of savings by the time you reach the age of 65. So it's far simpler to put away 3% of your income than 20%. Number 7. Investing in active funds. With each new day that passes, the popularity of passive investment strategies, such as purchasing low-cost exchange-traded funds, continues to rise. Actively managed funds often have lower returns than market indexes and typically come with higher fund management costs. This is due to the fact that attempts at achieving financial success through investing that involve activities such as timing the market, chasing performance, and trying to beat market pricing are all doomed to failure. Therefore, it is far better to invest your money in low-cost passive funds, commit to a long-term plan, and then walk away from your investments to let the markets do their thing with your money. Number 8. Holding too much cash. The recent bear market has tempted many investors to liquidate their assets and go for the perceived safety of cash. According to experts, keeping cash has historically been a terrible strategy, causing investors to miss significant potential. In fact, cash is never a secure haven for value. According to statistics, cash has lost around 14% of its real spending power since 2008, and this problem appears to be continuing. Sitting on extra income is also expensive because of the opportunity cost the return you could have gained if you had invested your money. According to Morningstar Direct statistics, a dollar deposited in a bank account in 1928 would be worth only $20 today, versus $114 if the dollar was placed in U.S. Treasuries, $2,092 if invested in a balanced stock or bond portfolio, or $7,432 if invested in the S&P 500. Number 9. Fear of financial risk-taking. You have already heard the saying, no risk, no reward. To gain money, you must take chances. However, the risk you must take must be considered, and it should not be more than you can afford to lose. For example, investing in an index fund is riskier than investing in a savings account, but your money will never grow to earn the normal 0.09% interest rate that a savings account pays. For example, investing in an index fund, which follows the movements of the whole stock market, has historically given yearly returns of 7%. This is a calculated risk that is worth taking in some way. Number 10. Using only one bank account. There are a number of possible downsides to relying on just one bank account. For instance, keeping all of your money in just one bank account is a recipe for financial disaster. If you just have one bank account, you must consolidate your savings, checking, and other funds for emergencies, bills, and future expenses into a single location. Then, if you decide to go on a spending spree with this money, you may find yourself in a position where you don't have enough savings for unexpected expenses or other fees. Because of this, you need a minimum of 3 different bank accounts. You need 3 separate bank accounts, one for emergencies, one for regular expenses, and one for what I'll term play money. Your fund budget is the portion of your checking account set aside for fun activities like going out or taking a trip. That was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did so, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.